you get tired of getting treated badly.
Funeral home directors speaking out about how they're treated by the Wayne County Morgue.
Well, everybody's afraid of their process getting slowed down if you complain.
That is until now. Tonight, local funeral home directors say they have a story the public needs to know about.
Families forced to wait for days for cremation permits, while other morgues grant those permits in a matter of hours, sometimes minutes. Those delays causing heartbreak for families.
Family members want a closure. They want things to move along, but I cannot move until I have that permit. So say for instance, I get a death certificate signed. I fax it or email it down to the medical examiner to get approval. There's where the block comes.
So typically, if you dealt with another agency or another medical examiner, how long would it take to get that back?
Oakland County, 15 minutes. Macomb County, a couple hours maybe.
And Wayne County?
Wayne County, it all depends on the day.
How long?
But it's usually typically 2 or 3 days, sometimes longer than that.
Funeral director Stephen Kemp says he feared retaliation from the Wayne County Morgue, so he kept quiet for years. But now he says it's time to speak up.
Funeral directors are pretty much quiet people. We don't complain a lot.
He's tired of watching families in pain wait and wait to cremate their loved ones because he can't get the needed cremation permit from the Wayne County Morgue.
I mean, you complain to an investigator. Every time we ask for a supervisor, it's like, well, they're not here. And that's typically what I hear.
The defenders have learned the morgue is not on the electronic death registration system, so the delays in paperwork continue to build and build. Meantime, other nearby county morgues keep their records electronically.
Are there any other issues that you're dealing with the Wayne County Morgue?
Well, release times, sometimes, for a county as large as Wayne County, there are certain hours, like I think it was between 12 and 3:30 that we can get remains removed. So you have pretty much a line coming out trying to, in those limited hours of releasing. Oakland County's 24 hours. Now, mind you, they do have a smaller caseload than Wayne County, and it may be a staffing issue.
We've exposed the staffing issues at the morgue, but these new complaints from funeral homes, well, most were unaware of.
We were very alarmed by that. We were very troubled by that.
So we brought the concerns right to the Wayne County Chief Operating Officer.
And what's your reaction to the funeral home directors coming out now?
Yes, that was very disturbing and alarming.
And the county's reaction about the real fear funeral home directors like Kemp have of retaliation from the morgue, worried now they spoke out, there'll be more delays and rude behavior.
And we told them now that they're in the spotlight, that we'll be watching and retaliation will not be tolerated.
Unbelievable. They're worried about retaliation, right? At least 2 other funeral home directors have now gone public with how poorly they are treated by the Wayne County Morgue. Now, I did reach out to the county and was just told they have asked U of M Medicine, who runs the morgue, and they apparently will now take steps toward implementing that electronic death registration, Jason, which should then fix some of those major delays that family have been dealing with for years in obtaining these cremation permits.
Incredible that this story keeps evolving and just keeps leading somewhere else, Karen.
I was really surprised that these directors said this individual, had been dealing with this for 14 years, but I was just too scared to speak out. So they are speaking out. We're sharing their concerns, and hopefully change will be brought. As you know, I'll stay on top of it.
For sure.